Hongus? Oh, hello. Hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the EGTS Semifinals Mappool Showcase. It's a pleasure to be here on the stage with everyone. We've got quite the map pool to show you. I am my angel Sarah, better known as Maggie. I am accompanied by Over the Hedge 2015.
Good morning. I'm just off watching the Super SSS versus Cantu match. It was pretty good. I'll be honest, I kind of got taken by surprise there. I thought we were going to have a longer break. I was like a bit worried that I just been stupid. But no, we're in there.
Yeah,
We're getting
here.
underway already with the Mappool Showcase. So this is the semifinals Mappool Showcase. So let's just get straight into it with No Mod 1.
Yeah.
So we've got Sentinel here by Billiam Moto. Where's the tab on sheet? Oh, here it is. So yeah, this is mapped by MTK. It is 8.2-ish stars, ODE at 230 VPM, and it's hard. This isn't so much a consistency map as it is a hard burst map. And when I say hard burst map, I mean hard. In its initial state, this map was too easy. Like it was. I did similar on it as I do on Freezing Flame. No, I can barely pass it. Look at those. Like,
Yeah.
look at that. I mean, some of the 1-6, and I think there's some 1-8 bursts in this, are really brutal.
It have to be for the caliber of players that we have.
Yeah, a lot of
these map pools, yeah.
A lot of the mapping style kind of reminds me of like authentic maps somewhat, like arcade style. It certainly isn't a rip, but it's yeah, like arcade players might actually feel kind of at home with this one. They seem to, the arcade gods we have here, like half the Japanese players seem to be at home with all the maps. They seem to do very well in kind of everything. But yeah, this one definitely on the hard side. Maybe not for the pull though. Semis is going to be quite hard. You might have guessed.
So many bursts, oh my lord.
Yeah. Yeah, this map is ODE because the remaining players, well, they can all act ODE. They could probably still do fine on this map if it were OD10, to be quite honest. And we are at the point where we see no point, putting in a relatively act challenge map, like a relatively easy map, and having it be as low as OD7 because people are just going to SS it. It doesn't matter how hard it is. If they're comfy, they're just gonna. Low OD isn't that hard.
We need to give these players a challenge, and so we have maps such as these to really give them a test, a run for them.
Yeah, we gotta step it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming towards the end of the map here, though. It's not super long. It is only a touch over 2 minutes. Quite short for No Mod 1.
Yeah. Lots of bursts there at the end. It's gonna be quite tricky.
Yeah, that last 1-6 especially. Pretty tough. Like the very last one on the map. Difficult patterns as well as just difficult burst lengths. It lives up to the get 0.2 star billing for sure. Okay, it seems I forgot to eat lunch. I'm gonna need to take like 20 minutes. Cassidy, can we just give them like 6 customs in a row? Epilepsy warning for the first one. Yeah, see you in a while.
watch the beat drop it.
What do you guys think about the 6 customs, right? You thought I was joking, huh? You really did, except you probably didn't, because you know we're stupid like that. So yeah, that was 6 customs in a row. Okay, so we got no mod 2 through no mod 6. Us casters are kind of bombarded with information there, so you'll have to give us a minute. So, uh, first of all, there's no mod. We can take turns with these because we have notes here. So, first of all, we've got no mod 2, Destruction 321 by Normalizer versus Broken Nerds. Thank you very much to Pigeon Games for the continued Figros collab song there. And thank you to Jerry for the absolutely crazy PB.
Yeah. And we got linear feedback for No Mod 3. This was a song by Roar and Abstract 64, custom song provided to us. So thank you to those. The reveal worked on by CryXC and the video made by Transcendium. So thank you to them for providing that to us.
Yeah, so no mod 4, we've got no hints here, met by Cookie Tree. DM Dokuro song there. Thanks to Seventh Beat Games for the Adify collab. Ben Sapphire and Ice. The transition work for all the collabs is done by Jerry, so thank you very much to him for that.
Lovely. Okay, and then No Mod 5 is Swing Mania, provided to us by C Plug, a custom song for us. Thanks to them. The art done by Paraxia and the video done by Transcendium. So thanks to them for the wonderful work.
Yeah. No mod 6, we've got Siegfried, composed by Rinya. That's a custom, just a straight up EGTS custom song. Thank you very much to Rinya for that one. And thank you to Polychromatic for the art and PV.
Yep, and Hidden One, Cracked by Kagetora, which is part of the collab with Orsmic. So thank you to the Orsmic team for having us. The video and the transition all done by Jerry as well. And
Yeah,
so,
the usual
thank you
collab
to everyone.
transition.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Hey,
Hidden 2. Okay. Wouldn't it be funny if we didn't switch them into a 7th? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We have a normal map this time. Well, as normal as you can get in this digital term. We've got Distorted People mapped by N-Wolf, replayed by Gohigi, and it's still 99.6, so it must be pretty hard. This is our fast hidden.
oh,
It
the
is
background, I
7.5
get
stars.
it.
Yeah, distort the city.
Distort the city and sort of
Is
destroy
that-
it. I get it.
is
It's a
that-
reference to one
Is
of the
that
earlier stages.
Angry
Yeah,
Ping? Hold on.
it is.
That's Ping. Oh my god.
Okay, this is really fast, by the way. 254 BPM for 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's hard to reach. There's 1/6 and everything. SV slowdowns. Lots of 1/6.
Yeah.
It's 2 minutes 15, and that's gonna feel merciful by the time you're done with this one.
God, yeah.
Yeah, OD 7.4, so not that high, but the OD is the least of your worries. This map is hard.
Very, very difficult. Some of these slowdowns as well. They can get really, really dense as well. And there are 3 notes that look like 1/4 but a 1/6, so that will definitely trip players up. So you got to be careful. And the unsnapped notes there, and and a BPM change, or a rhythm change rather. So we got 1-3-1-6 again. Lots of finishes here. Very, very dense in that section there. Really, really nice.
Yeah. Oh. A little bit of a focus check there.
Yeah,
It's not like the spacings are crazy, but you gotta stop start a few times.
Yeah, you gotta remember where you are in the song. Ooh, that 1-6-1-3. Yeah, that's a bit difficult.
Yeah.
Lighter's a bit evil, but thankfully not overlapping with too much, so it's fine. This is very, very fast, getting into the later bits, getting really, really dense, lots of longer patterns.
Oh gosh, yeah, it's dense as stuff.
Those
on beat?
cats are on beat, yes. They are on beat. They are unsnapped.
They don't look like it for a moment.
They're unsnapped. They're unsnapped to the bar line.
The floating bar lines, right? Or flying,
Yeah,
or whatever you call them.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's the hidden pull done. No. Next we've got we got my last replay of the tournament because after this I'm Iron Man. The maps are too hard, but I have seen this one. I thought it was pretty cool. We got a Legal Legacy by Citrus, map by Sendall. Yeah, this one took me a minute. Most of it, honestly, I'm biased. Most of it is kind of easy. I'll be sure with you. But there's one part in the middle that kept getting my ass. It's hard. Yeah, the start of this pretty chill. But you'll get to a section in the middle with some crazy doublets, and I almost hit a bunch of things in it as triples just to be able to hit everything. And it's not like there's nothing in the rest of the map, right? Like there's 1-6, there's 1-8. It's just that while this clearly challenges me a bit, it's not gonna challenge the remaining players that much. I think this will all come down to me. It's hard enough, I think. This won't be getting SS spammed. It won't. But yeah. Yeah, here's the hard part. And that pair of triples there kept getting me. I had to really just figure stuff out for there. And
completely understandable. Yeah.
There's more 1-8 in the last KI, so I guess I was kind of wrong about only the middle part mattering. I kind of forgot. Only the middle part is hard for me to FC. The remaining third, obviously my act goes down from here. It's hard for me to act. There's just a lot of 1-8, which is 360 BPM burst. Oh, there's also this, but I find it pretty intuitive to hit. It's just that hitting it and nothing else isn't that, isn't all that anymore. You just have to have accuracy against the players that you're playing against here.
Accuracy is not the easiest to come by, especially with that OD 10. We're fully maximizing our OD now.
Yeah, this song is good as hell.
Song very good,
yeah. Lots of 1-8 there. Tough on the burst speed, but again, I really think this one will be an act battle pick. It's not uber hard to act. I actually find it easier on that front than Crafted in Ice.
Yeah.
But yeah, this ending also pretty tough.
Did that stream start offbeat?
Maybe. It doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, thanks, man. I worked really hard on it. Except I actually did for once. This is, that's a Legal Legacy. That's HR1. No, you might have thought, right? Oh, 6 in a row. That's probably it for the week, right?
Okay, that was quite the song actually. We got Keys in Our Resolution provided to us by Tag. Custom song for us. Thank you very much for providing that. So the art and the video provided to us by Transcendium. So thank you very much for
Yeah,
all of that. Yeah.
this one's one of the easier maps in the poll, if you ask me. I don't think the HR poll is super hard this week, but this will test reading.
Oh my God,
If people were missing on Disintegrate, Grape Team managed to miss on Disintegrate, so we know that one wasn't like as easy as I thought it was. This one's probably pretty hard too. You got the kind of last kill there, the double 1-6 at the end at 240. This is 7.8 stars after the new reworks implementation of extra SR for high SV hard rock. Probably gains like most of a star. It's not that hard density wise, but then you have to read it. Anyway, going on to what I think is the hardest map in the entire poll. DT1.
It says Over the Hedge 2016 in the corner.
Now look at the replay and be scared.
Oh lord. Wait, it's
98.8, and believe me, that's a good score. Let me check who did it. I think that is Akumia. That is an Akumia score, and he didn't get 99. You know, the only guy ever to take a set off Seren in EGTS, so pretty good player. Could not 99 this. This one's insane. The bursts are just... Oh god, man, the bursts. That one's easy. These are honestly not that crazy either. But once we get into the middle section, you'll realize that something crazy is up with this map. Like, it's just very hard. 5.16 everywhere into 1-3 transitions. Another chill section here. Just a little build up. You know, we just finished the PI all in its build up time. More 1-6. And check this out. Not a high SV either. Need your reading to be tippy top for this. FCing this is going to be super impressive. People are going to manage to do it. The level here is too high. It's going to be FC, but it's not going to be many.
With accuracy, then, it's going to be difficult. Oh yeah, the Pred.
Yeah, just in case anyone needed a reminder that our last match was won by Ken too. Alright, yeah, this map is extremely hard. I was able to play To Live last week somewhat well. I can't even pass this, like, not even that close.
Yeah.
And it's not crazy high HP either, it's just insanely hard. Your ult needs to be on point for this, if you're KDDK. I think this will get... there will be people that can 99 this in practice. But will there be people that can 99 it in match? That is the question, and it's a very good one. I think it'll be interesting to see how people do. But, yeah, that is DT1. Complimentary contest by an artist that we know, the U-Megu might know very well.
Yeah, he's
By the way. Yeah. From, of course, Quarters Tiebreaker, Atomic Disassembler. Yeah, so that map's very hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to DT2, which is also quite hard. Hey, look, it's another X-Wolf 98. Are the DTs really, really hard?
Maybe.
This is Honogarai Tsuyoku by Risa Yuzuki. Mapped by Sendal.
Oh, it's 300 BPM.
No, it's 450 BPM, actually. She like to play. A little bit of a whoopsie there in production. This is 300 after DT.
Yeah, this is 300 after DT.
We're saving 300 for Grand Finals. Then we can start DTing this.
Yeah.
Slow song for sleeping.
It's true.
Yeah, this is not 450, it is in fact 300. I don't... Probably someone just having a bit of a brain fart there, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Not really much to say here, it's just dense 300.
Yeah?
Last round was dense 285, this is dense 300. Ooh, some offbeats. Some light 1-3, not really difficult. It's only 225, right? It's almost... This is a break section by the standards of the players here. Even by, for me, I would be coming to this point going, oh, thank God. Not, like, sweating myself to hit the 1-3.
Dense, yeah.
Yeah, and offbeats as well. You've got double patterns. Some 1-4-1-3 actually in the Kiai, and these finishers brutal.
Yeah. Those finishes are really, really hard.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, this does look like the most doable 450 VPM map I've ever seen. I don't know
Yeah,
about you, but I think I could maybe kind of almost play this, whereas normally with 450, it's like, wow, I'm very dead.
Yeah.
And I can't see anything. Because I play on box res, and that doesn't help.
Yeah.
You know? 450 SV, kind of hard on 4x3. But this must be SV way 9. And also
Yeah.
Mappool 1-3.
I think it is mapped in 1-3. I'm not sure.
Low
Who's the
99 is
replayer?
kind of scary. Oh, it's
Yeah.
gonna be 98 in a bit, and it is not actually. The replayer is
Yeah.
Akumiya.
Akumia, yeah. But with an I, not an E. Trust me.
No, we don't calculate it, we just type it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Akumiya 1123 guy, pretty good at the EM, you know him. One of our head pullers, and can destroy this pull like almost nobody else can.
Yeah.
Because he's like that on all pulls, quite frankly.
Very good at the game, yeah.
Oh, that mono at the end. Not going to be nice for DDKK. Not the longest, but it's 300 BPM. That's some double tap right there. All right. So that's DT2 coming into the free mod. Sorry, force mod pull. I wonder
Yep, force
what we
mod.
got. this beat map brought to you by the Ozu Taiko Light Mode clan. That was FM1, Wings of Ascension, a custom by Zentaku, thank you very much. Art and PV done by The Funk, thank you very much, it's pretty cool. Yeah, so this is the quote-unquote mod-friendly Force mod this week. It's hard. I would compare it to Final Hope from last week, which was the anti-mod, so, you know, the hardest one is not the easiest, essentially.
Yeah.
It's tough. I mean, it's not that hard with no mod, but you're not playing this with no mod. You're not allowed to, first of all, and you wouldn't win against anyone here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 225 stream map, and that's pretty much it, but there is SV to make out for both mods. Anyway, moving on to FM2. This one's cool, I like this one. I can't play it that well, mind you, but I love it. And it's a task game map that I love, which usually I play this map and I'm like, wow, I suck at this, I'm mad. But this one I'm like, wow, I suck at this, I'm having so much fun. This is Crystal Skullbone by Noashi. This is... Honestly, I think this could have just as easily been our anti-mod. This is tacky as hell. It's a Noashi song met by Task A in a late round of an open rank tournament. You kind of know where we're going with this.
Yeah.
Wait, is this the funny Gogiki replay that he shared? Oh, I hope it is. I remember it's 3 100s. Yeah, this one is...
3 100s at the start, so yeah, it might be.
I can't see a thing right now. I literally... Hold on. Okay, I didn't see a thing again. Yeah, I mean... Most of this map is honestly quite easy to FC with HR. Keyword to FC, Ack is another question, but it's not generally that crazy. A bit of it gets really high SV towards the end. And Akumiya has played it with Hidden and told me, yeah, I think it's balanced. I think it's good. So that means it's probably really hard for Hidden as well.
Yeah.
So I think we're good.
A lot of these bursts will be quite difficult to read, especially with like how condensed they can be, especially like with like faster snaps.
If it were like finals, I think most people would 2-mod this. I think this one will see some EHR onlys, and maybe you'll have Hidden only or two.
Yeah.
Not everyone is going to be able to HDHR these anymore.
We saw one mod only last round, so I wouldn't be surprised if we'd be seeing a lot more of it. Oh geez, yeah, that's
the
dense.
Ack is going to be a problem for a lot of people. There's lots of snap changes, lots of bursts.
Yeah.
Not low OD either. 6.5, 9.1 after HR.
Yeah.
This on OD9 and Hidden, especially with some of the high SV in this, I wouldn't want to be doing that.
Yeah. Ooh, fast burst.
Yep. These couple kind of bursts into finishers as well. It's kind of tricky.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy. Like, they're consistently gettable, probably for everyone here. And then this part, like, strangely easy to hit 100s on. The Task A Classic, right? Oh, this doesn't look too hard. Gets owned. There we go. First set of bursts. Coming in the last quarter of the map. This is where it gets hard for HR. So far, it's honestly still pretty manageable. Now, note I'm biased. I play HR all the time.
Yeah.
There we go. That's
Ooh,
honestly, I think that right there is the hardest part. Wait,
Yeah.
no, there's one more thing. And it's just hard for even no mod. It's this right here, a long ass 1.6. That's a 285 BPM burst. And you have to be ready for it.
Yeah.
And finishers at the end. You have to not lock up one.
Mm.
No, our man Gohiki here is still assessing. What could possibly stop him? He seems pretty invulnerable right now, pretty invincible. Surely, everything will work out. Damn it. Well,
Damn.
he remembered to be human. Yeah, very unfortunate. He posted a clip of this, and I believe he just posted the crying, laughing emoji as the caption. Pretty unfortunate replay, but yeah, that's Crystal Skullbone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think this will get as many HDHRs. Certainly not as many as FM1. Just for act purposes. Although I might be wrong. The remaining players are all ridiculously good. Anyway, we will see you at the end.
You fiend! I don't know how you've copied my lady again, but I am not letting you get away with this.
Copied? I'll have you know that I'm the one and only original, thank you very much. The original owner might be gone, but it's still her body.
A parasite? But then you really have her strength.
Good job! He's finally figured it out, after all this time. Back then, I let you run away. But I suppose it's time to do what I should have done all those years ago.
Chaos! Please, snap out of it, Tsubaki! You'd never hurt one of us!
Well, good thing Tsubaki isn't here anymore then. Actually, why did you just call me by my real name? Call me everything.
Everything. Nothing. You're that thing from the book?
Another smart cookie over here, wow! I really should thank you for giving me the spark I needed to get this body back. Though, now I think you two better start running. I have no bone to pick with either of you. Yet.
Just run, girls. We don't stand a chance.
No! I can't just leave a friend behind! There has to be something we can do! Yeah, I can't bring myself to leave him behind either.
How noble. You want to fight then? Fine. Have it your way.
Well, that was impressive. I don't know how our man Akumia got 99.3 on that, but that is our tiebreaker for the week. That is White Tiger by Zyrus. Thank you very much for the amazing custom. Pretty cool if you ask me. The Diffnium, you guys might have noticed, Fear Ultimate Rampage Yield. Shortens to Fury. You might need a little bit of that in your veins to conquer this one.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to QRA for the TB artwork and the Funk for the kinda sick, nasty reveal. The guy popped off this week. We also had another custom to go over before we finish
Yeah,
up.
so our Fremont 3, it's Totsuka no Tsurugi, brought to us by 5 Kilobyte and Raphael. That was the part of the Orsmic collab, so once again, thanks to the Orsmic team for providing that, and also providing the reveal video for us as well. The art drawn by Elizzy and featuring Tarahead, and the animated loop in the back of the reveal done by Jerry. So thanks to all of the people for working on just such brilliant visuals.
If anyone's curious, between collabs and customs, 10 out of 16. Don't say we don't treat you right. Goodness me.
Yeah.
That was a good week of stuff. But that
was.
is our map poll up on your screen right now.
Oh.
Pretty hard. I don't think we actually explicitly mentioned this, but now we have a Nomad 6 slot. Did we have one? No, we didn't have one before. So now we have 6 Nomads.
We
And
have
now
6
it's going to be
Nomads now.
best of 13. First to 7 maps wins.
Yeah.
There are 12 players left in the tournament. They're all just unthinkably strong, really.
Oh yeah.
But we're going to have 6 a week from now. So, how 6 players manage to eliminate each other, God even knows. They're all too good, it's hard to say. But we'll have to find out next weekend. Tune in. Thank you very much for watching, and thanks for another week.